Welcome to another podcast of the current situation at Manchester United. I know the first thought that is in you guys' minds when you see this. The first thing you see on the camera screen. If when was the last time? Because most of you guys are supposed to know for the few persons that watch my video podcast, and of course I'm very appreciative of those that watch my video podcast. I know most of you guys were anticipating me in wearing my infamous Germany cap. That is my trademark in most of my video podcasts for pretty much over a year now. Like I would say I started to wear it in early I would say probably early August, so probably pretty much a year. Straight up until I've had moments where I've had it on and off considering how my hairstyle is looking, but most of the time from last year to now I've been wearing a cap. Yeah, because I didn't want, as you guys can look, my hair is kind of intact right now. But most of all, cause I know some, I'm pretty sure some of you guys think that the reason why he wears a cap is because he either has no hair, which is delusional, or I have a receding hairline or something. Like I have a Stephen A. Smith receding hairline way up, so isn't me, or it's just that my hair is not as I mean, bro, look at my hair, bro. This is high quality hair, man. You can't pay for these types of hair, man. Look at that. Any bitch would want to pay for my type of hair. That's real talk. Is me. As a bitch touch my hair, she go start coming and she go start moaning. But I ain't gonna get into those types of details because this is a Manchester United channel and I like to keep things clean and tidy. So with that being said, by showing appreciation, you like and subscribe to the channel, leave your comments down below. Yeah, man, the new season's on the horizon. It felt as though the previous season finished like a couple of weeks ago. It seemed like May just was just a few days ago, or something like that. Maybe it's just me, but it's like the season between our last game against Villarreal to now giving out of a game tomorrow. It's like that deficit between those two games. It's like the time just flown by, man. Just flown by like a windstorm. And right now we have the first game of the season commencing tomorrow. Tomorrow is a big game. That's an understatement, but tomorrow is really a big game because, of course, I wasn't alive, but I'm pretty sure when I wasn't thought of to come into being, when I wasn't thought of being born, Leeds United. Oh, before I get into all of that, I was just listening to. I didn't listen to all of it, but I was listening to a brief excerpt of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's press conference, and I have to say something, man. I have to reiterate what I basically said some videos ago. If Ole Gunnar Solskjaer doesn't win any trophies for the upcoming season, whether it's the Premier League trophy, the Champions League trophy, and these are recommended trophies to stay at Manchester United, I would even add on the FA Cup. If he wins these three cups next season, that would give us a reason, or the CEOs of Manchester United a reason to let him stay for the next season. And if he doesn't win any trophies next season, he needs to be removed as manager. We have to be a club that not only establish boundaries, because anybody can establish boundaries now, but what's going to separate the sayers from the doers is to enforce those boundaries. Anybody can say they're a top club. Anybody can, because they have won trophies in the past, and they think that the past can speak for the present because they think that their past is going to speak for itself in terms of people think it's a top club, and that could be true. But what are the principles, man? There should be principles, guidelines, and rules and regulation that presides over a club. Manchester United is a top club. Yes, that is something that we can boast about. It can boast about, bomb our chest about, and beat our drums about. But let us talk about enforcing boundaries, man. We have a man in as manager who has been managing Man United for almost 3 years. I would even say, yeah, almost 3 years. We haven't won any trophies under this dude. We haven't won any trophies under this dude. We have come close, but to no cigar. We have been in semi-finals, but to no cigar. We didn't. At least we went. Even when we go to the finals, we didn't. We didn't win the finals, man. Last year we got embarrassed by Villarreal in the finals. By the way, they lost to Chelsea in Super Cup finals. Villarreal has a decent manager. This is me. So of course the dude knows what he's doing. But we have a manager that is getting away with murder. And we have made signings this season in the transfer window that has given us the ammunition to actually go for the title. There is no what I should say, what I wanted to say, man, it just flew by me like that. There is no excuse. We have the players to win the Premier League. We have the players to win the Premier League. Though, do we have the manager to win the Premier League? Maybe not. But with the type of players that Ole has at his disposal, that should give us an indication. That should give us the ammunition to try win the Premier League. We cannot be a club that says, okay, we're a top club, and we're showing that we're a top club, but we're not doing what a top club does. All of us want to bash and trash Chelsea and say, man, Chelsea was established in 2004. So therefore, because they were established in 2004, they don't have no say-so in being a top club because their club is based on money, you see me? And they're not as big as our club of Manchester United standing. Now, in terms of overall trophies, you don't get no arguments from me. But I would argue this, and I don't care who disagree with this. Chelsea has been a better club on and off the pitch, better than Manchester United for the past decade. And I dare any Man United fan or Chelsea fan to deny that. Well, Chelsea fans will agree with me because it's in their light, it's so. But dude, if you think about the trophies won since 2012 leading up to now, the trophies United have won from 2012 leading up to now, the Champions League that we have won, because we didn't win any after 2008, and the Champions League that Chelsea has won leading up to 2012 to now, it's a mismatch. Chelsea has actually been a top club, a better club I should say, from 2012 to now, on and off the pitch. Why is that? Chelsea is not near a top club in terms of the overall trophies Manchester United have won. We can basically say that. But I'll tell you guys this, man. Chelsea has an owner that Man United would kill cows for. They have an owner that removes emotion from logical thinking. This is an owner, Chelsea's owner, what's his name again? Roman Abramovich. That nigga from Russia, the Russian. I don't know if it's a Russian thing. I have to ask Putin what's happening, man. But the Abramovich dude, this dude removes emotion from rational thinking. This dude sacked Chelsea's top scorer. You have to have balls to do that. That is not an easy thing to do. Because I would even basically give the analogy that there is managers, whether it's in any function of occupation, that has one employee that they're close to. And they have built this, I wouldn't say emotional bond because it's not anything intimate, at least I would hope not, is me. But they have built this strong connection, this compatibility, this positive high degree of chemistry between each other, is me. That if the employee starts to mess up and he's the manager and he knows that his favorite employee is messing up, it's going to take him a lot to actually fire this dude. Because they have built an attachment to each other. They are close like that. This is me. It's going to take a degree of balls, cogence, cojones, if you like, to sack this person. Frank Lampard has been at Chelsea since 2002, I think, yeah, 2002. So Abramovich knows Frank Lampard in and out. This dude has hugged the dude when he was a player. But he knew then, when Frank Lampard was messing up as a manager, he had to make the rational choice in favour of the club. He did not make Frank Lampard stay and get away with murder. Frank Lampard made signings, man. Werner, Havertz, and Ziyech, I think his name is pronounced, that dude from Ajax. This dude had no excuse to use. So when Abramovich saw Frank Lampard messing up on the pitch, my man wasn't saying, okay, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. And without a shadow of a doubt, I'm going to give him one more season to give me a reason why I should not sack him for the upcoming season. He made the rational choice to remove him. Even when Chelsea was in the round of 16, he made the rational decision to remove Frank Lampard from the club. He didn't care if Frank Lampard got pissed off at him. He didn't care. He might have said to himself, yo, I'm the top scorer for this club. Why are you sacking me? I should be given more of a green light to set the club. Yes, I'm messing up. Yes, I'm not in the best form as a manager. But actually give me some time to come out of this rabbit hole. Why are you sacking me now? But Abramovich made the rational decision that was best for the club. And he didn't care if he fell out of favour with Frank Lampard. He did what was best for the club. So what I might say is that United doesn't have that type of assertiveness to remove Ole. This dude has lost a decent amount of semi-finals. He has been in positions where he should have won a trophy, and he hasn't won a trophy. This is a make and break season for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and Ole knows this. There's no time to be messing about. In his first season, maybe. In his second season, it's time to pull up his socks. In the third season, it's time to hit the books. Well, in this case, time to hit the ball game and hit with some trophies. This is a make and break season, and Ole knows this. He has the players to win that trophy, to not only win a trophy, but to win the Premier League. If this dude doesn't win a trophy for Manchester United, given the players that he has signed, it's a no-brainer. This dude needs to be sacked. He needs to be sacked and removed. And this is not coming from a place of hatred for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. This is rational thinking. Again, remove emotions from rational thinking. There comes a point where you have to remove emotions from your decision making. A lot of persons want to be friends and not rock to the boat. Not Abramovich. Again, I don't know if it's a Russian thing. Again, I have to ask Vladimir Putin what's happening. You see me? But this dude has made it upon himself to make the Russian dude. He removed the person that won them the Champions League trophy in 2012 when he was messing up on the pitch. That's not easy to do. That is not an easy choice to do. I'm pretty sure he gave that dude, I don't remember his name, he used to play for Chelsea. I'm pretty sure he was thinking of giving him a long-term contract at Chelsea. Don't think just because Tutu has won, not to make this lengthy on Chelsea, because I don't really care about Chelsea like that, but in comparison to how they run their streets and run their whereabouts in the hierarchy of Chelsea, Manchester United needs to eat their humble pie and take notes on that. We don't have that professionalism about us, because everybody wants to be friends at Manchester United. Everybody wants to play on the same wavelength. Everybody wants to not rock the boat. And this is why Ole Gunnar Solskjaer can get away with murder and still smile, like the Joker put a smile on his face. Shout out to Heath Ledger. I think that dude was the best Joker to ever grace the Batman series. But Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has to win trophies for this club, man. If this dude doesn't win a trophy, he needs to be removed pronto from the club. No rush. I don't care how close he is to certain players. He needs to leave for his own. Not for his own good, but the club needs to sack him for the good of the club. We cannot keep on disrespecting ourselves keeping a manager that is getting away with murder. We cannot keep on doing that. We are a top club. We should be doing top club stuff, having principles, guideline, regulation, protocols that is in line with a top club. A top club has standards. We can talk about how Fiorentino Perez is money hungry, he's money thirsty, he's a money grabber or whatever, but this dude knows how to sack a manager and he's very good at it. He doesn't do it for the hell of it, or that could be an argument, but I'm pretty sure this dude, if you're messing up at Real Madrid, it's a miss no dude, it's a miss brainer, a no brainer that he's going to remove you. He's going to remove you. Because he's doing what is best for Real Madrid. That type of professionalism is lacking in today's football age because again, most of us, not most of us, because I'm not a part of that herd. Because again, if I'm a manager, dude, and you start messing up, I don't care how close Man U is. I'm cutting you off cold turkey. I'm cutting you off cold turkey. I'm doing what is best for the club. If you want to have beef about that, that is on you. Because again, you're not supposed to be messing up on the pitch. That's not what I appointed you for. So if you want to have beef with me cutting you off, that is on you. That is not on me. You shouldn't be messing up in the first place. So it doesn't matter how close Man U is, bro. If you start messing up, I'm gonna cut you off. That is the type of professionalism Man United is lacking. We have allowed managers to get away with murder. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is no different. But again, this is a make and break season for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. If Ole doesn't win any trophies, man, he needs to be removed. And I would even say this, and this is how any top business run their show. At this moment in time, even if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is still presiding over the players of Manchester United, the CEOs of Manchester United needs to have a few persons on standby so they don't have to make any panic managerial signing. We have to have a short list of managers to replace Ole at this moment in time, even if he's still at Manchester United. But we have to be proactive and take the initiative on ourselves to have a short list of managers to replace Ole if he doesn't acquiesce to the standards of Manchester United. We cannot wait until Ole Gunnar Solskjaer messes up and then we say, oh boy, we have to get a manager. I wonder who we can appoint. No, that is reactive thinking. We have to be proactive in our thinking. That we have to be doing that, man. We cannot be doing any panic, you see me, no reactionary managerial signing, man. That is not how a top club runs. So you have to have a short list of managers, even at this moment in time. To replace Ole if he starts messing up. So without getting into a lengthy rant, man, this is reality, man. We have to be a club of standards, man. It's been a long time. Manchester United hasn't been living up to the name of Manchester United. We're known as Man United right now. We're not Manchester United. We're Man United right now. People have made us a scapegoat. People don't believe in us. But some people are still envious of us because they know that despite the diabolical football that is portrayed on the pitch, we still have the status to attract top tier players. So they're envious of that. Like there are fans that are saying, how is this club still getting top tier players and the type of the style of play? They don't even have a style of play for one. But the style of play that they do actually try to have on the pitch is not even that good. It's not even that good. But given that we have a couple of world-class players, and Ole even said this in his press conference that Varane has not trained with the squad, but he has done his medical. Is me. Sancho has actually trained. He said that he will be involved for the Leeds United game tomorrow. So that should be interesting. I don't think he'll be starting. But yeah, man. So this is my short rant, man. Before we get into the preview, I'm pretty sure there are a few of you guys that want Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to succeed at Manchester United. I'm pretty sure of that. But that should not block or cloud their judgment in terms of what is best for the club, man. You have to remove emotions from critical decision making. Again, that is a lost art given today's in in today's business world, in today's football world, because not much managers for businesses or owners of businesses or owners of club has the discipline to cut you off like that. You see me? Because they have invested their emotions in the manager so much to the point that when the manager starts messing up on the pitch, the manager knows he should have been sacked. The manager knows he should have been removed, but because of that connection, that that high degree of chemistry that he has with the owner doesn't have this discipline to cut him off like that. But see, that separates the real owners from the pseudo, fake, fraudulent owners. That is what Manchester United is lacking in a sense. And I can go on and on. But just for time purposes, I'm going to keep this short and go into the preview. So, given all of that, Manchester United has the first game of the season tomorrow against Leeds United. And Leeds United versus Manchester United, as I've mentioned earlier, I didn't go into deep details because I went on this lengthy, as needed to be said rant. I basically said that before I was born, I didn't know of the rivalry of Manchester United and Leeds United. So given that Leeds is in their second season in the Premier League for longest of time now, it's their second time in the Premier League since for a long time. This is me. They're trying to. They have a good manager. They have a good manager that knows football and he breathes football. This is the manager that actually knocked out Sir Alex Ferguson's 2011-2010 side out of the Europa League. Now, we shouldn't have been in the Europa League to begin with, but this is the dude, Bieza, I think his name is. He was managing Athletic Bilbao, and Athletic Bilbao bossed Manchester United at Old Trafford in 2012. Not too many managers can have this braggadocious thought and say that they bossed a Manchester United side that was managed by Sir Alex Ferguson at Old Trafford. Not too many managers can say that. Now, of course, 2012 is not 2021, but he's still the same manager. Biza is still managing. So Alex Ferguson isn't managing. You see me? My man is in retirement and he's enjoying his retirement. You see me? And he's reaping the benefits of what he was as a manager. Because people are still giving him, up to this day, still giving him his respect for what he's done for Manchester United. But given that Biza is managing Leeds United and we have trashed Leeds United at Old Trafford, that is with an empty stadium now, with an empty stadium with no pressure. And some of you guys might say, well, I think it's going to get worse for Leeds United tomorrow because we're going to have the fans. It's going to be a jam-packed stadium. It's going to look like one of those slave ships that came out of West Africa all those years ago in the slavery days. It's going to look like one of those sardine cans that is just filled and compact with fish. So it's going to be a packed stadium tomorrow. Leeds United is going to be intimidated by the Old Trafford faithful. It's going to be intimidated by the Stretford end. So it's just an end for Leeds United tomorrow because Leeds are going to be intimidated. That could be a talking point, but it does not diminish or underestimate the opposition, man. Like again, last season, bro, we lost our first game at Old Trafford to Crystal Palace. We lost our first game, and it was the first game of the season, man. So, given that the Old Trafford faithful will be in one accord tomorrow, we'll be on the same chord tomorrow, singing the same chord tomorrow, We still should not be underestimating Leeds United. Leeds United can actually play ball. Leeds United has a system and implemented style of play that they are going to display on the pitch. Now they're going to adjust and be adaptive because they don't want to concede as much as they did last time, because I'm pretty sure they're going to learn from their previous mistake. At least I would hope. But that is me coming from Leeds United perspective. Let me come from Manchester United perspective. We have a jam-packed stadium tomorrow. The stadium will be roaring tomorrow. The names of players will be said tomorrow before the start of the match. Songs will be sung tomorrow. Is me? Church service will be in session. Is me? Persons will be in awe because it's been a long time coming. Oh brother, I got a DM. Manchester United will be in awe because it's been a long time since, I think the last time Old Trafford will be that packed was the last time when we played against Manchester City at Old Trafford, where Scott McTominay scored that David Beckham goal from almost a half, from a long way, and check the goalkeeper. Is me? But given that amplitude of the atmosphere, that should help us to actually get 3 points. Now, obviously, even if the stadium is not packed, we should be getting 3 points anyway, because we're playing at Old Trafford and we're going to play against Leeds United. The point of it is that our football should be an indication of progress, of improvement, and progression. Yeah. Basically the same thing. We have the players to bring us forward, man. Cavani's is not going to play as much next season, this coming season. So that means Marcel has to step up. Persons have been saying, yo, this is a make and break season for Marcel. If Marcel doesn't come through, he needs to leave. I must speak on that in another video podcast, where I must say, Anthony Martial, make and break season. I think I might do a video podcast on that. Because, Martial has been at Manchester United since 2015 and it's now 2021. That's almost 7 years. Isn't me? So, this is a make and break season for Martial to be the focal point of our attack up front. Rashford is on the sick bay, isn't me? He's on sick bay. He had a shoulder injury. Not a shoulder injury, he had a surgery on his shoulders, so he'll be out for 3 months. Jadon Sancho needs to step up and adapt to the atmosphere and the style of play, but we'll give him time. He's a young youth, so we ain't go bashing that much. Mason Greenwood has a lot to do. Bruno Fernandes, Paul Pogba is staying, so this is going to be a very good time for Manchester United to put their all into winning the Premier League title, man. There is no excuse, man. There's no excuse. As good as Bielsa is as a manager, we have to treat that dude like he's like the enemy, man. We have to treat this dude like he's a villain from James Bond and trash his side once again. You see me? Give him probably like about 5-0 at Old Trafford. But again, I wouldn't say it's about the goals per se. It's about the style of play, dude. Because I would be happy if we scored only 2 goals and we played the Leeds United off the park. Like, we had a style of play. You see me? I don't want to be scrapping, individual goals and getting 5 or 6 goals where a person are scoring from long range, getting penalties and all of that. Now, if we get penalties by playing good football and the opposition got frustrated and they kick us down in the box, I'll be decent with that. But if the football is not good and we're getting goals here and there, like, it's not going to be enticing. It's not going to be fulfilling. So, as I wrap up this video, man, I don't want to keep you guys up for so long. So I'm going to give you guys my starting 11 and my prediction for tomorrow's game. Of course, Dean Henderson, as I would call him, Dean Coons, I'm pretty sure he wants to start tomorrow, so he's going to be saying to me, brother, make sure you start me, put me in a predicted lineup, because every day he has been poor for a minute. This dude didn't even start for Spain in the Euros, man. So that should be a reason for you to be putting me in your predicted lineup. So yeah, my starting lineup is Dean Coons, and I'm not putting it in the predicted lineup because he wants me to. But given that David De Gea's I'm very skeptical of David De Gea's form because again this dude didn't play in the Euros, man. Like this dude didn't even sniff. Talking about Rashford not sniffing the Euros. This dude didn't even sniff the Euros, man. Didn't even sniff the grass of the pitch, man. This dude didn't even get a minute. So I'll go with Dean Coombs because I think he's more not only passionate, but I think he's more authoritative between the goalies. You see me? Like whenever this dude is in the goalie, he commands respect between the two sticks. David De Gea, I mean, David De Gea is David De Gea, but as good as he is or as good as he was, David De Gea is not as commanding between the sticks. He's not commanding. He's good, but he's not as commanding as a young knucklehead like Dean Coombs. And that could be due to youth. He's enthusiastic. He wants to really be in it. He's very over the moon that he's starting. He has a high degree of passion. He has a degree of affection for the club. You could say he has a high degree of infatuation for the club. Point being, this dude is a better option between the sticks at this moment in time. David De Gea has to work for getting first spot again, man. This is not 2017 no more. This is not 2016 no more. This is not 2015 no more. This is not even 2018 no more. Matter of fact, that is the year when David De Gea slowly but surely started to take his leap and started to walk out of form. Because some dude from Real Madrid that was about to leave Real Madrid scored a hat-trick against him in the World Cup openings. So as my starting keeper is Dean Henderson, and of course I want you guys lineups tomorrow not tomorrow but in the comment section. So for me, it's Dean Henderson. Aaron Bissaka, he has been under scrutiny for a month now. Person saying, man, why is this dude still starting for Manchester United? But I would like Spider-Man Wan-Bissaka to be starting at right back. I don't think Varane will be starting tomorrow, so let us just get that out of the open. Victor Lindelof will be starting tomorrow with Harry Maguire as the two parent centre backs. Matter of fact, this is probably going to be Lindelof's last time starting at least an occasional base, not an occasional, but on a regular basis with Harry Maguire as a centre back. Because I don't think Varane coming in, he's going to be the starter. So this is going to be the last chapters of Victor Lindelof's starting time for Manchester United in Premier League. Now, if Varane is injured, then probably he can put in a shift in. But given that he's going to be on the fringes with Varane coming in, he's not going to start much. But tomorrow, I believe he'll be starting. Victor Lindelof, Harry Maguire. Of course, at left back is Luke Shaw. In midfield is always going to be the dictatorship of how the game goes. If you lose the midfield battle, you're going to lose the game. You're going to become second best. So, in our interest, the options that we put out for tomorrow's game is going to be we cannot play the McFred tomorrow, man. We just can't play it. We have too many good options to not be playing a good midfield tomorrow. Paul Pogba will be starting. I'm pretty sure he's going to be in a double pivot. In a double pivot with I don't want to see Scott McTominay tomorrow. I would like Fred and Pogba to be playing in the pivot tomorrow. As the number 10, of course, is Bruno Fernandes. On the right wing is Mason Greenwood. On the left wing, I don't want to see Daniel James starting. You know what here? I'm gonna tell you guys this. Scrap that out. Put Pogba on the left wing And as another center midfield, center defense midfield, Fred, I would no, I'm predicting what Ole is gonna play, not what I would see myself playing. So I'm going to put that out there. So I think Ole is gonna go with. I don't want to say Matic because Leeds United play too much of us of football for Matic to keep up with. So unfortunately, I believe Andres Pereira will be starting with Fred tomorrow in the midfield. And of course, number 10 is Bruno Fernandes, and left wing is Paul Pogba. Up front is Anthony Martial, and the right wing is Mason Greenwood. So of course, you guys leave your comments down below on the predicted lineup. My prediction is 3-0. A classic, typical, signature score of 3-0. I'm not going to say who's going to be the scorer of those goals because I like to be a very spontaneous person now. But I believe those three goals are going to be scored. So of course, leave your predictions down below. And I'll shout you guys tomorrow night for the match reaction. Hope you guys stay safe, stay blessed. And with that being said, I'll shout you guys tomorrow evening. Peace.